Hi, I'm Whitney and welcome to Whitney's Workouts. Today we are doing the Push It workout, which is 8 different types of push-ups to target all the muscles in the arm. So the first thing that we're going to do before we get started is I want to start with a nice simple moving warm-up to help get those muscles fired up and ready to go. We're going to start with regular arm circles, so I want your hands out wide and we're going to circle to the front. In today's workout, I want you to know that I have modifications within the workout and in the exercise, but also if your wrists start to hurt, feel free to go up on your knuckles. Sometimes I will get hand weights if you have them lying around and put them on the ground, so my wrist is in a nice straight position if bending your wrist at all bothers you. Okay, we're going to go backwards. Also make sure we're breathing, you have water and a towel nearby, because sometimes our hands start to get sweaty, we start to slip, which might break our form. So really focus on nice, good form and targeting those muscle groups. All right, now we're gonna go in, out, up, down. In, out, up, down. Really firing up that shoulder joint, making sure the whole thing is greased up and ready to go. Good job. Good, now we're going to shake it out. If you feel like you need a little bit more of a warm-up, feel free to rewind and do it all over again. If not, let's get started. Okay, so today, during the Push It workout, I'm only going to do 5 of each exercise, but you know your body better than I do, so I want you to think about if you can do more than 5, do more than 5. If you can't, try to stick between 2 to 5. I want you to push yourself and make it work for you, but don't push yourself to the point where you're too sore the next day and you can't move, or you might hurt yourself. But if you can go through this whole thing and do 5 each with me and you're like, meh, that wasn't a big deal, then go back through this, but do as many as you can for each one. So we're going to start with just a regular push-up. And the proper form for regular push-up is I want you to think, okay, my thumb comes straight from my armpit and goes down. So I'm standing here, straight from my armpit and goes down. And I have a nice flat back into a nice plank position. So my back is tight, my abs are tight. I am not dipping my hips like this because that's going to hurt my lower back. But I don't have my butt up because that's going to be more shoulders. Okay? If you need to modify, I want you to drop to your knees. But when we drop to our knees, it doesn't mean stick that butt out. When I drop to my knees, that means my back is still flat and straight and I'm doing my push-ups. So really, really focus. Nice straight back. Really tight core. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of our regular push-ups. Ready, go. Good. Okay, so the next push-up is going to be a diamond or a triangle push-up. So my hands are in this position and I'm coming down with my elbows. Again, my modification is drop to your knees, flat back, butt down. My hands are together, going out, making a tricep push-up. Good. All right, the next one we're going to do is wide. So when you think wide, I want you to go farther than your shoulder width. I don't want you to go so far that you can't push yourself off the ground because that's pointless. Okay, but I don't want you so far here that it seems like a regular or a closed push-up. So we're gonna do that next. So I want right here, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Again, my modification, down to my knees, nice flat back. My arms are wide. Do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, now we're going to do number 4, which is a close tricep push-up. With this one, I want you to focus on keeping your arms really close to your body. Okay, so almost, if you like yoga, almost like a chaturanga. Okay, if you need to go all the way down and then push yourself back up, that's a modification, or you can go to your knees. And we're gonna do 5 of them. Good. Make sure you're breathing throughout the whole thing. Don't hold your breath. That's not gonna make it any easier on you. Okay, the next one we're going to do is an A-frame push-up. With the A-frame, my hands are facing each other and I'm pushing through the palms of my hand, really making my shoulders burn and my butt's up in the air. So, like it sounds, we're making an A-frame. My butt's up, my feet are up, okay? You are trying to dip the crown of your head into your hands. So I'm not dipping my legs, I'm not dipping my butt. It's all here in my shoulders. So coming up, hip down. If you need a modification, you can bend your knees a little bit. You can bring them back a little bit farther so you're not so close, your A-frame's not so high. It's going to get harder if your A-frame is really high. The lower it goes, it's not going to be as hard, but you also have the intention, it'll also move it back a little bit. So try to get into a good A-frame the best that you can. Good. All right, the next push-up, we have 5 on each side. These are called staggered or alligator push-ups. How this works is my forward hand is going to be facing my right. My bottom hand is going to be down here with fingers facing top. My legs are also going to be staggered. So whichever hand's down, that knee's up, and whatever hand is up, that leg is straight. So from a side view, it's going to look like this. My back leg's straight, and my front leg is up here, bent and open, so I can get really close to the ground, and I'm pushing through. 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna switch. So when I switch my hands, I need to switch my legs as well. So, I switch my legs, my hands are here, facing to the left, fingers are straight, coming down, my leg moves out of the way, 3, 4, 5. If you need a modification that's way too hard, straight leg, knees down. Make sure that your forward leg, your knees always up and out of the way. Good job. All right, the next ones we're going to do are called seal-ups. So what I want you to do is feel for that bottom rib, bottom of your rib cage. That's where your hands are going to be. So this is going to be a lot of biceps. We're pushing from very low. If you're into yoga, it's very much like an up dog, but we're not putting our thighs on the ground. If you need to, then that's your modification. You can keep your thighs on the ground or you're on your knees, just like this, but if not, again, I'm finding my rib cage, bottom of my rib cage going down, up, and push, making sure my back is really straight. One more. Good. My arms are starting to get tired. How about yours? All right, we have one more, and this one is going to be the hardest one. Always save the hardest for last. I call them dive bombers. So what you're going to do is you're going to go from an A-frame, and you're going to move into an up dog if you're into yoga. If not, I want you to picture going underneath the fence. So if you're trying to get in somewhere where you shouldn't be and you're going underneath the fence, you're trying not to get your pants dirty. So think about, I'm starting in my A-frame, leading with my head, coming down, going underneath the fence, and then looking through, see if you see anything. Now on the way back, I'm leading with my butt, head down, and I come back up. So if that is too hard for you, when you come down, you can go onto your thighs and push up with just your arms. Okay, that is your modification. But if not, focus on moving through like you're going underneath that fence. Don't get anything caught. So head down, I'm up, leading with my butt. I'm back, that's 2. Head down, I'm up, leading with my butt. There's 3. I'm up. 4, we got one more. Good job. Congratulations, you've just finished Whitney's Workouts Push It workout. If you feel like you could do a little bit more, rewind and do the workout again. If that wasn't that hard, then add more reps into it. Do 10, do 20, you can do this. But if you're dying, then get ready for the cool down. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out those arms. So I'm gonna take my arm, put it across my chest. My other arm, I'm gonna pull it towards me. I like to do about 10 seconds per stretch, but if that's not enough, feel free to do longer. Or you can always come through the stretching with me and then rewind and do it again if you feel like you need more. Switch. So we're just making sure that we stretch all those targeted muscles that we hit today. We hit a lot of them in the arm. Okay, your arm should be a little bit shaky, slightly jello-y. If they're not, then you need to do it again. Because what's the point of working it, right? Good. Switch. All right, so the next thing I want you to do is I want you to interlock your hands behind your back. You're gonna push down, really, really stretch out those shoulders. Good, and then I'm gonna bring my hands in front of me, interlock, and then push. All right. Well, I hope you got a great workout and your arms are on fire, and I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for watching this video.